I'm Sandra Fellers. If you're new here, I'd love for you to say hi in the comments. I'm so happy that you're here. And if you're returning, give me a little wave because I am so happy you're back and I want to know that you're here watching. So I have a fun little farmhouse craft that I thought we would work on today. And I'm just going to hop right in, not waste any time, and tell you what we got going on. So I found these really cute jars at Hobby Lobby, and I believe they were 50% off. And they have it's ceramic down here, but the top is wood, and it's got the nice little seal that helps pop it on and seal up whatever's in there. So they were really cute, and I thought they would go nicely in my kitchen. I have some plain white canisters in there that I decorated with black and white buffalo plaid ribbon and things like that. So I thought these would look really, really cute with those. So we're going to decorate these up and go from plain to cute farmhouse canisters. So with that being said, I'm going to turn my camera down because I know you're more interested in seeing what my hands are doing rather than what my face looks like. So this is what my face looks like. Now we're going to turn the camera down and get started. Okay. So here we go. Make sure you can see my workspace. All right, so I thought we could do a little something different on each one. And so on the small one, I think we'll put something directly on it. But on the large one, I thought it would be fun to add like a little tag hanging off of it. So I think we'll put something on here and punch a hole in it and attach it to this one to give it a little bit of dimension. And then on this one, we'll just put something directly on the canister. So let me start by punching a hole. I have a tool called the crocodile, and it looks really complicated and fancy, but it's not. So it punches holes on this side, and then this is like it kind of crimps brads, I think it's called. But we're just going to use the hole punch. And so I've already got it set. You can set it for different depths right here, depending on if you want your hole to be here or here, whatever. So I already have it set for where I want it to be. So all I have to do is place it in there until it hits the little stopper and squeeze. Okay, so we can set that aside. Now you can see it has a nice little hole in it. And since I wanted to do farmhouse style, I thought we would use these two transfers. We have the Baked Fresh Daily, and then we have the Farm Sweet Farm. I think the Farm Sweet Farm I'm going to put on the small one. And then Baked Fresh Daily, I think I'm going to put on this little chip here. So because the chip is white, we're going to be using a black velvet chalk paste. And so I'm just going to start by stirring it up and making sure the pigments are all mixed in. Just dropped some. That's okay. Okay. Then I'm going to use my mini squeegee to apply the paste to the transfer. So this is our transfer. We're just going to remove it from the backer paper and try to somewhat center it here on the, this is called a chalk chip. And basically what it is it's a circle chalkboard, little circle shaped chalkboard in white. I'm not doing a very good job of centering. Let's see. A little bit this way. Good enough. I think that's pretty darn close. Okay, so this is so easy, guys. You're not going to believe it. So you just load up a little bit of your chalk paste on your squeegee. Move this stuff out of the way so that you can see what I'm working on. And we're just going to cover the entire surface here of the transfer. So this is not a stencil, it's a transfer. And the difference is with a stencil, all of the white areas you were seeing would be empty. But in here, this is more like a screen print process. So there is literally a screen in all of those areas that we're pushing the chalk through to create the design. Here we go. Just put the excess back in the jar. And let's lift the transfer from one side. And look at that. A perfect design. Okay, so while that one is drying, we will move our black chalk out of the way and we'll work on this smaller jar. And it won't take very long to dry at all. It dries very quickly. So we'll set that there. So this one, Farm Sweets Farm, we're gonna put it directly on the jar. So I'm gonna do the same thing, remove it from the backer and place it on my jar. Like that. Okay, so for this one, because we're using a black surface, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the white chalk paste. This is bright white. Same procedure, I'm just gonna stir it up really well. Okay, and we're gonna grab another clean mini squeegee and load up a little bit of chalk paste. It doesn't take very much for these little designs. And we're going to do the same thing. We're gonna glide over the entire transfer. Now, if you accidentally get it on the jar, don't worry, this is chalk paste, so it will wash off with just water. You can get like a little Q-tip wet and just rub it right off, it'll come off. So now I am just removing the excess paste from the transfer and placing it back in the jar. Okay, I think I've pretty well got it. Make sure my fingers are clean so I don't get it on my jar. All right, so now we're gonna lift the transfer to reveal our Farm Sweet Farm. Y'all, this never gets boring. It is so fun when you peel off that transfer and see your design. Okay, so it looks like we are ready to move forward with our chalk chip here. The way that I can tell it's dry is it's no longer shiny or a semi-gloss finish. It's now a matte finish. So I can rub over it and not disturb the design. So that is ready. Now what we need to do is I brought over to my crafting table some twine and some ribbon, which I thought would be cute to tie onto the jar. So I think I'm going to do a combination of the two. Maybe if I put it on here you can see it better. So the twine and the buffalo plaid ribbon. So let's see, we gotta have, I want enough to go around the jar and make a little bow. So, where'd my scissors go? So I'm not gonna measure inches or anything, I'm just gonna go with it like this. Move these aside. Okay, so now we need to thread the twine and the ribbon into the little hole of the chalk chip. So what I'm going to do is take a little tiny piece of clear tape, and I'm going to roll this up to make it small, and I'm going to do them both at the same time. So I'm just going to put my tape on there and then just roll it. So it's going to end up looking sort of like the end of a shoelace, where it has that little clear plastic at the end of a shoelace. That's sort of what it's going to look like. Okay, so I've got it all wrapped around there. I don't know if you can see that, but I just squished it in, wrapped it around. So now I'm ready to thread it through my chalk chip. And I'm just going to put it about halfway down. This, and I'm going to tie a knot. Like that. And then I'm going to add loops like a bow. Just like you're tying your shoe. And then just kind of adjust it until it's the size that I want. Okay, so we got a couple of little loops on there. That's kind of cute. See what I have so far? Shows up better on this black. So now what I'm going to do is tie it around the jar. And I've got my hot glue gun heating up over here so that we can put a dab of glue on it to make sure that it doesn't slide down. And it stays right where we want it to stay. Okay, so now I'm just going to trim these pieces here in the back so that they're not sticking up all over the place. And this is what we have. Isn't that just cute as can be? So now back here where my knot is, I'm gonna take my glue gun and put a dab of glue. So that that ribbon won't have a tendency to drift down. All right, get the little glue strings off. Okay, so this is what we have. Are those not adorable? I just love it, and it's going to be a great addition to my kitchen, and I will definitely take some pictures so that you can see what it looks like with my white canisters that I was telling you about. Because I think it'll really bring the look together that way. So that is all that I have for you guys today. So we've got these cute little canisters. They were so easy to make. And you remember how plain they were. They were just plain Jane black canisters, and now look, super duper cute. All right, well, I hope you guys had fun today. And here I am, I'm constantly adjusting it. But anyway, hope you guys had fun today. If you're interested in any of the products used, just either leave me a comment down below or send me a private message. I'll get you a link so that you can easily find the items that I used today. And if you have any interest in becoming a Chalk Couture designer, let me know, and I would love to have you on my team and help you find your way to get to the right link to sign up, and talk to you about all of the ins and outs of being a designer and what that means. So it's been fun, guys. I really appreciate that you all joined me. If you didn't catch this from the beginning, you can certainly watch the replay. It'll be up here just a minute. And share it with your friends if you think they're interested in farmhouse crafting. So this is what we have today so far, guys. Or this is our finished product, not so far. Sorry about that. So this is what we have, and I'm going to get this staged with my white canisters, and I'll post a picture for you guys so you can see. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been fun. Have a great day.